Minister of Interior, Rahul Faregbeshola, on Tuesday said efforts by security agencies to prevent terrorists from attacking the Nigerian Correctional Services Center in Kuje, Abuja, failed despite having the intelligence. The National Population Commission has disclosed that the country's next population census will be held after the 2023 general elections scheduled for March. The Lagos State House of Assembly has passed a law establishing the Lagos State Deoxyribonucleic Acid and Forensic Center to support criminal investigations. The Lagos State Commissioner for Planning and Urban Development, Dr. Idris Salako, have resigned from office today. The federal government have suspended the proposed exercise duty on telecommunication services. Sports. Ryan Giggs to face trial over assault and controlling behavior allegations. Chelsea Football Club have sacked head coach Thomas Tuchel 6 matches into the Premier League season. Thanks for joining us on Newshour at Tender TV. Hi, I'm Kolade Holasoji. The Minister of Interior, Rahul Faregbeshola, on Monday said its effort by security agencies to prevent terrorists from attacking the Nigerian Correctional Services Medium Security Center in Kuje, Abuja, failed despite the intelligence. Faregbeshola, in his presentation at the investigative hearing of the House of Representatives on the jailbreak, disclosed that no fewer than 65 armed securities were deployed in the facility to prevent the attack. This is just as the House Joint Committee carrying out the investigations summoned the Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Dingyadi, service chiefs and the directors, Defense Intelligence Agencies to its next hearing on Thursday. The National Population Commission has disclosed that the country's next population census will be held after the 2023 general elections scheduled for March. The NPC chairman, Alhaji Nasiru Kwara, stated this on Monday during his visit to the former Commonwealth Secretary General, Chief Emeka Anyaoku, in Ikoyi. He was accompanied by a delegation of members of the NPC who are federal commissioners, while noting that the country has been ripe for another census since 2016 and will deploy technology in the next exercise. The Lagos State House of Assembly has passed a law establishing that the Lagos State Deoxyribonucleic Acid, DNA, and Forensic Center to support criminal investigations, law enforcement, preservation of evidence for the judicial system, and for other connected purposes. The bill was passed by the House after it skilled the third reading at plenary on Monday, with all lawmakers in attendance giving their approvals. This was contained in a statement by Eromosele Ebo-Omele, the Chief Press Secretary to the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, on Tuesday. The Lagos State Commissioner for Planning and Urban Development, Dr. Idris Salako, have resigned from office today. The Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, have also accepted the resignation of the Commissioner. The Governor thanked the Commissioner for his services to the state and wished him success in his future endeavors. This is a prelude to the restructuring of the ministry and its agencies. The federal government have suspended the proposed exercise duty on telecommunication services. The suspension was announced by the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, on Tuesday during the inaugural meeting of the Presidential Committee on Exercise Duty for the Digital Economy Sector in Abuja. It will be recalled that the federal government, through the budget offices of the Federation, had earlier revealed that it will begin the implementation of its proposed exercise duties on telecommunication services and beverage in 2023. Sports. Ryan Giggs to face trial over assault and controlling behavior allegations. A judge set a new trial date of July 31 next year at a short hearing on Wednesday at Manchester Crown Court. Jurors in his first trial were discharged last week after failing to reach verdicts following nearly 23 hours of deliberations. Giggs is accused of assaulting his former partner, Kate Gravel, causing actual bodily harm and using controlling and coercive behaviors against her in August 2017 to November 2020. He was accused of deliberately headbutting Ms. Gravel at his house in Worsley, Greater Manchester on the evening of November 1st, 2020. Chelsea have sacked head coach Thomas Tuchel 6 March into the Premier League season. Thomas Tuchel was sacked after Chelsea 1-0 defeat to Dynamo Zagreb on Tuesday night, Chelsea said. As the new ownership group reaches 100 days since taking over the club, the new owners believe it is the right time to make these transitions. Chelsea are expected to approach Brighton later on Wednesday for permission to speak to Graham Potter and are also keen to speak to Mauricio Pochettino and Zinedine Zidane, who are both out of work. Thank you for joining us once again on Tender TV Studios. Hi, I'm Colin.